Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today, I'll be reviewing Hoof Hearted Voltan. So this is their Russian Imperial Stout. Gotta give a huge freaking shout out to my good friends Steve and Julie for hooking me up with a can of this. I've never gotten to try this one, so really looking forward to this one, guys, for sure. And I gotta say, too, the artwork's pretty awesome. It kind of reminds me of like a cheesy, 80s kind of thing, like, maybe Princess Bride or something like that. Maybe like some RPG artwork. Anyways, they always do crazy shit, guys. Let's go ahead and check out the aroma. Oh, yeah. Big maltiness right up front. Lots of roasted, almost slightly burnt kind of malt notes. Definitely getting like some dried dark fruits. Nothing specific, but yeah, definitely like dried dark fruits in this one. Coffee, but yeah, very, very roasty, just very big on the malty front. Yeah, I mean, it smells like a typical Russian Imperial Stout, but it doesn't smell as, I don't know, as complex or, I don't know, there's just something. It smells just kind of like your typical Russian Imperial Stout. Let's go ahead, take our first sip. Oh yeah, right up front, big, really big roasted malts. A little bit of chocolate. It's like this bittersweet kind of dark chocolate. A little bit of like a roasted coffee note in the background as well. More of those dark fruits. In the taste, it kind of reminds me of a cross between dried plums, dried figs, and dates too. But yeah, it's very, very dry on the back end, and definitely a decent bit of bitterness, but it's not overly bitter, just it dries it out very nicely. For 9.5% too, I don't know where the hell they hid the alcohol, because this is super, super smooth, although that's typical Hoof. I have never... Well, I wouldn't say never, but I very rarely come across a boozy beer from these guys. They do a really good job of kind of covering up the alcohol. This one seems a little bit lighter bodied than typical for the style. It's not as chewy. It does kind of have a creamy mouthfeel, but I'd say the body is more full medium as opposed to, just a really big, like full, thick, chewy Russian Imperial Stout. It's nice. There's nothing really that stands out to me, though. You've got the big roasted character that's typical for the style. You get a little bit of coffee, chocolate, some dark fruit notes, but other than that, there's not a whole lot going on. And again, I think it is a little bit on the lighter side in terms of the body and the mouthfeel. But they also covered up the alcohol rather nicely, so there's some good and there's some bad. In terms of a rating, guys, for this one, it's nothing that's blowing me away. I do think they did a decent job, but, beyond that, it doesn't really add anything. It's not super exciting. It's not up to the level, at least in my opinion, of some of their other dark beers, and it's certainly not up to the level of a lot of their hoppy offerings either. So I'm going to go with an 8.2 out of 10. Again, I think it's a good beer. I think they did a decent job. But at the same time, when I could have North Coast Old Rasputin or Stone Imperial Russian Stout, I don't know why you would pick this up. Just being honest, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's decent, but yeah, I don't know. That's all there is to it. So if you guys have had this beer or something else from Hoof Hearted, or especially if it's one of their dark beers, let me know down in the comments below. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching this review. You know what to do. Hit that like button for me. If you want to see more videos, make sure to subscribe. And of course, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. Cheers.